Well met, adventurers, and remember to praise
For the hobbits!
Damn it! Oh, okay. We're back for Chronicles of Legends, Fires of War. And our heroes are at the joust, where artillery fire from the Warlock Knights camp has just begun to pummel down onto the jousting area, as well as the entire city of Damara. There's more explosions and this kind of soul fire that hits down and explodes, searing purple flames that eject all of you, from your seats. That's how forceful the explosions are. So I'd like everybody to give me a dex save, except for you, Razwar, because you can't get knocked off your mount.
The dex, okay.
Yes.
Oh, first roll of the night. Wow.
16.
16, okay.
7.
7.
7.
7.
Oh no, friends,
Demonetized.
in the first
Oh, no.
5 minutes.
Oh, no.
Okay, and Alice, you catch yourself with your monk-like instincts.
Is anyone close to me?
You're at the far side of the arena at the moment. No, there's no one next to you.
Your
I mean,
joust
other
just
than like
ended.
civilians and things who are already kind of like bracing down, and there's already kind of
is anyone
panic and
close enough to
screaming.
get my bonus? But
No, they're not. You two who were on the stands, right? You're sitting in the
I was
stands?
in the front row.
In the front
I
row.
just finished
Okay, you're
jousting.
blown from your seats, and you're each going to take, as you fall, 1 point of bludgeoning damage. As you're powerful legendary heroes at this point. You know how to catch yourself, Amalia. You have wings.
I scratched my knee.
But Amalia, as you are blown from your seat, you see the Night Vindicator, Ivor Chevron, snatches a princess, teleports from behind the princess who was a seat above you, like in the higher area, grabs her and steps back through this dark gray portal. And as he does so, and as you're kind of falling back and catching yourself with your wings, the princess reaches out to you and breathlessly says, "Help me."
Princess!
And then she's gone. They both disappear. There are explosions still, like constant artillery fire from the Warlock Knight camp.
Okay.
However, Razwar, you and John had already alerted the troops, so there's already kind of rescue efforts going on. What would you like to do? There's yeah, everywhere. Imagine like a war scene, right? And there's just dirt getting kicked up and just explosions
Is
everywhere.
there any actual Warlock Knights?
No, there's no one that you see.
It's
No.
just the artillery
we
fire
see.
coming.
Yeah, it's just artillery fire coming.
Just from where I am, I'd like to fly up to see what I can see. How far out?
Okay, as
The
you
damage
take
is
to the air,
happening?
there is
So I'd like to find a spot to send the civilians
all right,
to
you see-
evacuate.
Yeah, there's already soldiers coming in trying to get, but there's so many
Great.
explosions, like it's nonstop artillery fire from all. You see the whole city basically being encompassed by fire, like purple fire, and you see like people spilling out of the streets and screams of terror, all coming from this Warlock Knight camp. Any Alice?
I'm going to attempt to start shooting down fireballs as they're coming into
Oh,
the arena using my
interesting.
handguns.
Okay, they are kind of
Oh.
like giant, almost. They look like boulders, but they're created from like some kind of artificial essence. So,
Yeah.
go ahead and just roll. Give me a couple rolls to hit. Basil.
Can we see anything in the air where these shots are coming
No,
from?
from the ground you're at right now,
These are terrible.
it's already very clouded from like dirt and dust.
So it's
and
all
debris.
coming from the camp.
Yeah, it's all coming from the camp.
Okay.
Yeah, you just like almost like catapult fire.
Great, great.
17 and 18.
Okay.
Could I get to somewhere where I would have the camp in like my line of sight?
Oh, sorry. 17
You want
and
to go like a
19.
higher ground?
Yeah.
There's not really. I mean, some of the buildings that are been hit by explosions, a lot of it was just kind of like wood. Is kind of on fire or.
Okay. If I climb to
decimated
the
at
top
this point.
of the arena, like the top stands or whatever, could I see?
Yeah, you can
where
try
some
to
of
come to
the
the top stand.
shots are
Yeah,
coming from?
yeah. What are you looking for?
Yeah. Well, so I'm gonna like take the arcane like firearm off my back and throw
Okay.
it to the guy that I was sitting with. So he's armed.
Darren?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were there. You're in the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren's looking around. Oh, what's? And he's holding it upside down.
Other way, buddy.
Oh.
And then I want to try and get the high ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you go up to the top of the step, and you can see over the dust a little bit. Razwar.
I'm gonna hold up my axe and go, rally to me!
Ooh. Okay.
We
Your axe,
take the warlocks!
your axe shines, and you hear. For Razwar, for Tempest! And then you see like a bunch of soldiers kind of coming in and seeing your light, they can kind of maneuver through the debris and all the fire that's going on right now. From your elevated position, Amalia, you see, you catch John, and well, first you catch Vahera.
Because I'm just
Angel,
like,
what do you see?
As you
what do I
dodge,
see?
you're sort of dodging some of this catapult fire.
Yeah, I'm
and
still,
a couple
like, up
almost
in
like
the
hits
air.
you, but any else is like shooting some of them down from the ground.
Okay.
Okay, and you do see Vahera, who gets up from her position. She's very dexterous rogue. She hasn't been taken down or anything, and she pulls her two swords from her chest, her swords of shadow, and her eyes just become like kind of dark shadow pools. You haven't only Basil's seen this before, but you're above too, right? So you can see this as well. And she happens to have John landed right next to her, and he got up and dusted himself off, and Vahera looks at John, they nod to each other, and Vahera touches John's shoulders, and a splash of shadow comes up and encompasses them both. And moments later, you see in the Warlock Knight camp, there's this giant explosions of fire and shadow, and artillery fire slows down, if not stops.
Where did they go? Since
It's pretty clear that they went over there.
She's a few steps ahead, as always.
all right. So, I
Beat me
would
to
like
it.
to. What is the distance between where we are and where the camp is?
About 2 miles.
Great. I'm going to. Are you giant size
I'm at
yet?
the top of the. No, I'm not.
Great, Basil. Yeah. So basically, what we're gonna do, Basil's gonna put his hands up, and I'm gonna. Oh wait. I'm gonna just basically. I'd like to see if I could grab Basil by kind of the
Sure, you go to swoop Basil up.
bracers,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna just kind of carry him and try to fly us towards.
That'll take
the...
you maybe about an hour. So
Oh!
so as you go in the swoop, you swoop
Wait,
Basil,
what?
you move 30
You don't
feet.
fly that fast.
I didn't realize. Never mind. Bad idea.
Well, as
Never
you even
mind, it was
try
good
to
in
go
theory.
grab Basil, there's a familiar, like appearing above the whole arena. There's a very familiar face, this ram's horn helmeted face of Ivor. His red eyes burst, almost like a hazy vision above the sky. It kind of shimmers. And he says to the whole arena, his voice resounds. And he says, "A fancy trick. Yet there is still reason to rejoice, Damarans, as your suffering will yet be brief. Tiamat has gifted us the great white worm. And now we have the one true daughter of the Witch King. Through their sacrifices he shall be reborn, and the cold lands and the bloodstone will once again be ruled by Vasa. Arise, Warlock Knights, soul shards of Telos, kill them all! And praise Tiamat." And his
Lord,
face
Lord.
disappears. And you hear some rumbling underneath. You feel a lot of rumbling from underneath the ground. Like those tunnels you and Vahera found.
Oh no! Okay, I'm going to float down to Basil. I was going to lift you, but then I realized
That's gonna take a long
a long
time.
time.
I don't.
Okay, wait. Okay, so when I was up there, I was trying to fly up, and they snatched the princess, which now making me think that the princess they consider as the daughter of the Witch King.
Charisma checks, Razor at advantage as you feel the presence of the Drakenhorn sounding.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Cover your ears, earplugs, earplugs. Don't listen.
Well, we got a good roll, so since it's at advantage. Said charisma?
Yeah, charisma. Saving throw.
32.
Wow.
Tiamat controls your entire body. No, you're totally fine.
Oh, wow.
Charismatic.
And the ground suddenly gives way to countless sinkholes. And all these, probably those bloodstone mines Annie Allison and Vahera found, these hordes, hundreds, maybe thousands, you don't even know, of like undead, infused with like this purple soul
Like The Last of Us when they come
last
out.
of us, they come up from the ground, yeah, the sinkhole. And these large ironfell golems are kind of coming up through these sinkholes, and even like these frenzied, like, looks like warlock knights, but they don't even look alive. They're like all undead, and just guttural cries, "You're warlock, witch king, witch king," and. At this point, though, a lot of the civilians have already kind of been moved out of here, but there are hundreds of these minions of the Witch King just pouring out into the arena, and as far as you can tell, into the city as well. So,
Question. How
Yes.
big is the arena? Like, how long is the arena?
probably like 200 feet by 100 feet or so.
Okay. And most of the people have evacuated?
Yeah, at this point. So what I'm going to give you all here is the troops here are already kind of, get out their swords and like, "For tomorrow!" And they're fighting, but they're going to need your help. So I'm gonna give you each a cinematic action to take down as many of these minions of the Witch Knight of the Witch King as possible. So, give me initiatives.
Great.
And
Yay!
let's see
Oh my god.
how fast can you defend the city.
6 for Amalia.
6.
3.
Wow.
I feel better now. Thank you.
12. Ezra?
I feel so much better.
Am I going first with a 14?
Oh my god!
Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
All right, Razvor. Yeah, so there's currently like a huge melee going here between the troops of Damara, and they're completely overwhelmed by at least 10 times the amount of these undead minions.
That's a lot of undead minions.
Yes, hundreds not thousands. They just keep pouring out. Yeah, like zombies from the last.
Yeah, so I was just
that
gonna,
one
like-
scene, yeah.
All right, well, there's nothing to it, so I'm going to raise my axe and charge into the fray.
All right, so how would you like to go about slicing through as many as possible?
Well, I'm actually going to do something a bit odd since we're outnumbered.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do as
So
my
true.
action is cast Aura of Vitality.
Ooh, what's that do?
So, healing energy radiates from me in a 30-foot radius until it ends. The aura moves with me, centered on me. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura to receive 2d6 hit points.
Oh my gosh! So,
nice.
Razor, you just shine brilliantly with the power within you and of Tempest, and anybody around you. Right, as the troops are being kind of, they're being overrun by these minions, but and they're taking some damage and they're getting down. But then as they get next to you, they kind of like perk up and they swing back with twice the amount of force.
Nice.
So, continue.
All right, and then... I mean, that was my action. So
No, keep going. Just keep going. Tell me,
Just keep
go.
going.
See some cinematic.
All right,
IMAX.
so a healing aura, and then my axe is going to keep glowing
Okay.
as I just start running down anything that gets in my way.
So you're on Deimos, right?
Vamos.
Yeah, I knew that.
Vamos.
Okay, all right.
Blood hordes.
So you just go through and cleave through just hordes, like dozens of these minions, and as you do, some of them don't even get a chance to get close to you because your aura just kind of like kills them as they just become to melt as they get close to you, and you just take them down. So excellent. Who is next? Any else? Yes.
So I'm kind of out in the middle of all this mess.
Yeah. Suddenly there's just like a huge
Yeah.
melee going on around you, just swords
So
clashing.
I start off just firing pistols at all of them that get close to me.
All right. Awesome.
And
yeah.
as they start to overwhelm me,
Yeah.
I'm going to go incorporeal and retreat
What?
and whip out my rifle and just
Okay.
firing giant beams through the swaths.
Oh my god, I love that. So they kind of, you're shooting them and there's still too many, right? So they kind of congregate on you, and as you blink out to the last second, they hit each other and kind of crawl over each other. But then in a big mass, and as you do, you just fire through and just like obliterate a hole through like dozens, 100, 200 of these many. Fantastic. Who is? I don't remember who.
You were next.
Oh,
You
okay.
can drop me
right,
off
Amalia.
away from our friends, but like in the mess.
Great! So while I was already kind of outstretched with my arms, I'm going to grab Basil and kind of... It's point.
Throw me into the middle of like where some Goonies are, but not like allies.
Great. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I just
Okay.
point.
Goonies.
Great.
All right, so I'm going to start to kind of fly angelically. I'm going to fly over, get us towards a little bit of the middle where the majority of the sinkholes are.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right! Woohoo! Woohoo! Cannonball! And I literally drop Basil into one of the sinkholes.
Whoa. Okay. That's it. Basil, just are you doing like the?
I'm gonna go large while I'm
superhero-
falling.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Superhero die. Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then.
And so
yeah.
then I'm going to kind of...
That was your movement, so you have to give me some
Yeah,
cinematic.
yeah. So I'm
turn,
going to kind of circle back, kind of land, kind of in a little bit of a clear spot. I'm going to take my hammer and kind of start to like whip it around my head.
Okay.
And as I do this, I'm going to hold, I'm going to go into one hand and I'm going to hold tight to my locket that has the symbol of Akadi on it.
Ooh, okay.
And
Thunder and lightning starting to
Yes,
form
so I
now.
just kind of hold the locket tight. I'm looking up towards my goddess, and you start to kind of see this kind of ethereal, celestial light that's kind of like a light blue. The Akkadian colors and white and blue start to kind of swirl around me. And as I'm whipping the hammer, it goes 1, 2, 3, and I smash the hammer into the ground.
All right.
And kind of, a destructive wave kind of, as I strike the ground, radiates out this
Whoa,
blue
that's
and white color. So it's this equal parts thunder and radiant damage in this wave. As I strike it, I want it to go and hit the hordes that are around me, but kind of go around my
That's
allies.
amazing. You can absolutely do
so
that.
it's like the ground will kind of give out.
There's like chasms that go through,
Yes.
right, and break
To
apart,
kind of
and
break
like
the-
flow, and then
connect the
shooting out of them
sinkholes.
is like thunder and lightning, and just completely like irradiating all the zombies
like
and
shielding
minions
my
and even
eyes.
these golems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's that radiant energy.
Okay, that's
And then I'll kind of stay crouched to the ground.
awesome. Okay, Basil, you're coming down
Yeah. Okay.
as like Iron Man, I assume.
Yeah, so as I'm falling, my armor, like my arcane armor, kind of across my body
I love that.
as I'm growing large with the might of the giants. And as I land, my gauntlets, glow with my sort of thunder and lightning power, and I strike using both thunder and lightning. So a thunderclap echoes out from them, audible 600 feet, but every creature within 60 feet of me has to make a DC 17 saving throw.
Okay, they all fail.
Great. So they all. So they take.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna roll 120
great.
dice.
Yeah, please. One at a time. They all take 8 damage and become deafened for a minute.
Okay. So you fall
And
into this sinkhole,
simultaneously.
and these zombies turn and suddenly trying to, claw over you with your armor. They can't even like cut through your awesome giant infused rune all your awesomeness. And I lost myself in my excitement. And so, how do you shoot out the gauntlet? How does it work?
Well, so I'm striking the ground, and this is like sort of 2 effects that like radiate, like as I'm
waves coming
landing.
out from you,
From that
basically.
point?
Yeah, where I landed.
Okay.
In the sinkhole.
and they just you kind of like cut through all of them, where they just and it cuts through. It goes like deeper into the holes, and you just hear like screams as they all just die, and like there's just like after you just unblink your eyes, they're all just flat on the
Sweet.
ground. Yeah.
Well, if that didn't get them,
There's more?
simultaneously lightning struck in a 120-foot long line.
Wait,
so if
there's
any of
more?
them were down the sinkhole,
Oh, you should just fire the next one. So you get up and just fire.
they're the same hit.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah.
Okay. It just goes down really far, and you hear it echoing
Great.
down the sinkhole. And you
Yeah.
just hear more.
Cool.
You just killed that one, like 120, 200.
Then I stand up from the smoking wreckage of the sinkhole.
Do like a hair flip.
A hair toss. Yeah. And I wink at Amalia.
So you
I'm like, thunder.
What's the boy do?
Oh no, with the firearm.
He's just sitting there with the fire and watching all this
yeah.
happening.
Oh, it's just like just one at a time, just whatever's left over.
pew.
But every time you fire, you get just blown back 20 feet. Use it for Basil. Just blown back.
Basil, how tough I look.
Yeah. So, all right. So you put a amazing dent into this invading horde, which are probably coming from those bloodstone mines, right? Who knows? Maybe either from Vasa or from like they just like resurrected like who knows how many people died in these mines, and then suddenly there is another larger sinkhole. It appears. Little ways into the arena, so as you're all kind of recovering, and there's so much magic and dust and stuff in the air, you look over, but there's no time to react. As again, this large sinkhole, if not taken care of, would like overwhelm the entire city. Probably it's like from the heart of the bloodstone mines. So
Going into the sinkhole. No hammers, fly.
you get up, and even larger monsters are coming out of this one. And but suddenly.
Not just clickers.
Suddenly, there's a cross slash into the fabric of reality, and there's a tear that opens, and you see in there the Ethereal Plane. It's like dark and like twilight, and this heroic figure bursts in, flying through with these arm blades made of crystals. It's a radiant astral elf. Her skin has like a light sheen of purple, and her shoulders are broad and strong. She's strong jaw, and it contrasts her soft lips and eyes. She's like, it looks like she's just made of hard edges of like diamond itself, but beautiful and vibrant. And as she rushes forward, and teleports in front. Like, okay.
So I warp in, crystal blades drawn. I'm a planar warrior, so I'm going to ethereal step like into the middle of the crowd and start spinning like a blender start tearing up some of these guys, just slashing right and left, and
Okay, you chop them down as they come up. Yeah.
yeah. But I can quickly see that this is getting a little too overwhelming for me, and so I retract my crystal blades and I activate my crystal nova form. So basically, my entire skin becomes crystal, and my face caves inward, and a crystal appears that's vibrating in the center of my skull. And it's a piece of the Auroral Diamond that's vibrating in here. And I just let out a... and my arms separate from my body with lightning shooting in between them. My legs separate, and I'm just this horrific crystal monster. I start this full, like, giant claws slashing at all of these things and just screaming with, like, this guttural just roar, which, even though I don't have a mouth, you don't know where it's coming from. It's just radiating out of the, like, pit of my head. And my hair is turned into these big spikes tessellating off of my skull. I start destroying all of these things and just screaming, and then after taking down a good handful of them,
And there's still a lot more coming through.
I unleash my crystal flash. So in just a 60-foot radius, I basically just nuke an entire explosion that avoids all of my allies. Emanates out from me in just ripple waves, and you just see the ground start like crunching into
amazing.
like
Oh,
shattered
that's
pieces.
so good.
So yeah, it completely encompasses. You channel so much energy that kind of encompasses the whole arena, and so you're all kind of blinded for a minute. This flash of light, and after it's over, there's basically all the enemies that are coming up are just basically the stumps. They've been completely decimated by this crystal nova, and then there is no more coming out of the sinkholes.
Unsure, but
And
I
I'm still, like, on the
think it's an
ground.
ally.
What
Like, that's
the
it?
hell is that?
So the bombardment seems to have stopped, but you see, as far as like further into the city, the troops seem to have the rest under control. Looks like the brunt of like the heart of the Bloodstone mines was here, and that's been completely taken care of.
My arms attach back on, my legs attach, and then my face, like, I cover my head and it returns back to normal. And I just... Great!
I look, from wherever I am, close to you-ish, I guess. I kind of stand back up as the dust, the purple dust settles. Azalith?
Amalia!
Ooh! And I'll, like, kind of float over. And I'll
Just
run
wrap
and
you
give
up in
her hug.
a big hug, lift you, and give you a little shake.
I did not know you could do that. That was beautiful and terrifying.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mostly
how
terrifying.
rude of me. Azalith, this is the rest
Running
of
over.
Oh yeah, I assumed.
We're wandering out amongst all the sinkholes and
It's like,
stuff.
step over the dead bodies, please. Thank you.
Watch your step.
Oh,
Yeah.
Azalith, this is these are my friends.
I've heard so much about all
Yes,
of you.
the rest of the heroes of Frostfire are this is Anialis.
Hi.
Anialis, this is Azalith. Razwar. Azalith.
Hello.
Basil. Azalith.
Basil, I want to know everything about everything you just did.
You're such a cutie!
Well, we'll walk and talk. We should make our way over to the camp.
We good here?
The, the troops kind of look over and they look over and they're kind
You
of like.
alright? Do you need healing?
There's a chink. their swords away, and
They
then
had
they'll-
nothing.
Carry on, you're fine.
I'll just, I think, very quickly just shout to the troops. We're gonna make our way over to the Warlock camp. Follow us, I guess.
And then you
Take a look
see
for the
one
princess.
individual waving. It's High Captain Drael Andrus. Remember from when you first came? Okay.
Yes.
Is he the one who was with the princess?
Yes, the commander of the troops,
Captain.
basically.
Sorry,
Yeah. And he waves. His armor's like very scratched up, and he's got some wounds, but he's more or less okay.
Is he wait? Yeah, Captain.
Here's Frostfire. Thank you.
I'm just gonna salute to him.
There's a message for you.
Oh, Well, no time for formal introductions right now. Come with us. Come with us. And I kind of sheath my hammer, and we'll start to make our way towards the High Captain.
Brush off the crystal dust.
You took no damage. Okay, and he's talking to a couple contingent of soldiers, and they're looking to. Seems like they're trying to establish order and help the civilians and everything, and take care of some of the fires that have erupted. I received a message from Prince Dragonsbane.
Prince Dragon, the father of the.
No, that's the King Dragonsbane.
This.
This is his son, who also happens to be.
Oh, it's the father of the princess. I don't know.
Yes, father of the princess.
Prince, whatever.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Father.
Figureheads
yeah.
and what such.
Princess. Okay. Yes.
The prince wishes to see you in the throne room, anon.
Does he? Carry on.
Amalia?
Does he know his daughter has been kidnapped?
He does, and that's why we need your assistance.
Very quickly, before the battle started, I did not tell you both, and Azalea, the Princess Maya was captured. And I think
By whom?
that's one of the followers of the Witch King. And sucked into a great vortex.
The warlock that you were looking for, the leader of the camp.
Yes, that him.
Well,
That guy.
yeah.
Warlock leader!
You know what I mean.
I
forget what his name was.
I don't know.
Ivor or Shepard, I think.
Yeah, Ivor.
Ivor.
The
The
grinder.
guy in the giant hologram face.
Yes, giant,
Yeah,
the hologram. Yeah. The
Yes,
hologram, yeah.
And you heard what they said about the one true daughter of the Witch King and all that?
Yeah, that sounded
Oh,
sus.
I
Secret
said that
defense.
quietly.
I did a stage whisper. Did you hear?
Okay,
take
they
care of-
announced it, to be fair.
Yeah, everybody heard that.
We'll take care of what we can here. Please, hurry. Her life is in danger.
Of course.
So we'll start making our way. Can we grab some, are there, horses still?
There's one horse.
Oh, and a crab. I'll run back down to...
Oh, yeah! Your crab
Oh,
is
no,
still
a lot
here.
of the mounts that are around here have kind of, scattered away.
Oh, I was
My
like,
boy.
I was like, is he dead?
No, your crab is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
He blocked everything with his muscles. Yeah.
Amazing. Him and Darren,
And a
back to
mustache.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Great, I'll fly.
Mind if I get a ride?
Yeah. How many does the
Sure,
crab
I don't...
see?
Yeah,
I think probably 2 because it's large
Great.
size.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah.
At least in the art.
Well, I think probably you can ride on the back, and when somebody else we can do one each on a bicep, probably.
that sounds right.
Aslan, this is Basil's mount.
This is the most humiliating mount I've ever ridden. As I'm holding onto the claw sitting on his bicep.
Yes, this is my friend from the Court of the Storm Giants. Bubbly.
Hi, Bubbly.
Such a
Somebody goes-
crab.
And he has a gnarly mustache.
Yes,
And he,
sex stash.
Atlas, Bubbly comes up to you and just flexes a little bit, try to impress you. He goes, it just has a little bit of dribble.
All right,
Hype
we'll
and
meet back at the castle.
You heading back to the Citadel?
Great.
Yeah, the Citadel.
Yeah, the Citadel Castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't know the rest
Before
of-
we go,
Yes.
can I whisper to something to Basil?
Yeah, for sure. Do you know anyone else to hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we think that the prince is the way? I'm confused because it's.
I think maybe this is like a bastard child scenario.
Ah.
Is my
guess. Okay, hush.
Although I'm getting sort of no insight.
Interesting. Okay, never mind. Carry on.
I know the truth.
Do you actually? No, you're just talking
Wait,
about.
you do know the truth?
Defeats Witch King, takes daughter, raises her as a good person.
Wait, is that a... Oh, wait, that's a D&D movie. I don't know.
Okay, well, maybe.
Okay.
And Aslis, you heard as you were teleporting in, you heard what what this Warlock Knight said, the one that appeared, and the Witch King is, as you know, an important objective of yours.
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right, just
Right.
clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay, so, to the Citadel?
Yeah, we'll make our way over.
All right. It's...
Randomly slaughter things on our way.
There's
There's
nothing,
a deadly
there's nothing
twitching
left.
version.
Yeah, just... Oh, that's
some
fantastic. Okay. You, on the way, Amalia, you receive a message from John.
A message. We're John.
Hello.
Hello.
You've reached Amalia.
It's,
Amalia, cleric of Akani. How can I help you?
It says, Amalia, we will rejoin you in short order when I have fully recovered. Bahar and I have some business to attend to. Don't worry for us. Carry on. Steadfast.
You have to be careful.
It's just a one-way message he sent to you.
a weird message.
Hung up
It's a
on me.
text message.
Lost signal at T-Mobile. It's fine. Okay, great. All right, so John is fine. He's with Era.
Okay,
We'll
good.
catch up shortly. Whatever. Great. They're doing business.
They're doing
And then
business.
we'll make our way to the citadel.
Business.
Okay. You make your way to the large, imposing citadel made of bloodstone in the middle of the city that rises above it. You get on the elevator. And you get to the top level where the throne room is. There's a door before the throne room where there's a couple guards posted. And they hold onto swords you get close.
Wait.
We're expected, I believe.
Oh, here's a frostfire.
Yes.
Indeed.
New friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
This is Azalith from the Radiant Citadel. An ally of ours.
I see. Okay, and they both step off to the side.
Thank you.
You open the red doors. And the throne room is dark, but it has an air of grandeur. There's towering stone walls, and you're at the top of the peak of the citadel. You can oversee the whole city from here. The floors of cold marble, and there's a scent of incense around, and you hear some fate chanting to Tempest in the background. And at the far end, there's a raised dais, and there's a massive throne that's kind of carved off of bloodstone. And no one's sitting on it right now, but you do see, and from it to the side, in front of this large mural that shows like what you can piece together is the Cold Lands kind of being united. There is the prince who you haven't seen before, and he looks like he's like a very rugged John. He's got kind of the same long hair, but like a lot of battle scars, like he's been in some shit. He's got this.
Oh no!
It's Mountain John.
Does Princess Maya need a new mommy? I'm kidding.
He's wearing
Poor
paladin.
John.
It's gritty John.
That's great.
It's gritty John.
Unbathed John.
Pretty reboot, John.
They recast him for season 2.
Yeah. He has paladin armor. It's got a flowing blue cloak, and it has a united symbol of the Cold Lands, which is kind of like a carved snowflake. And he's holding this dwarven hammer, this large dwarven hammer, and he is using it to smash against this carving. He says, "Father, you are a liar! Your unity is the greatest lie of them all! I should have been out there fighting, Father! Tiamat, you will pay for taking my daughter from me!" And this last hammer hit, it just shatters the whole mural in two. So, as he shatters the mural, he drops the hammer and his eyes sort of well up with tears.
Prince Gareth.
And his retainers look at you and look at the prince, and he takes a breath and he turns to you. Oh, here's a frostfire. My apologies, you had to witness that.
I know something of what it is like to lose a child. To
I see.
kidnapping, no less.
Bring some chairs, please. And the servants bring around some very plush. Well, they're made of bloodstone, but they have red leather, kind of plush. And he has like a circular table on the other side of the throne room. Have a seat, please, heroes.
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I extend a hand for a firm handshake. I'm Azalith, Sentinel of the Auroral Diamond, Protector of the Radiant Citadel.
It's an honor to have you here, Azalith. Thank you.
Please, call me Sentinel.
Oh, Sentinel, of course. Well, we haven't met yet, but I am Prince Gareth Dragonsbane. Whether you would call me Gareth, but my retainers would admonish me again, surely. Thank you for stopping that invasion.
You're welcome, Your Majesty. We simply did what needed to be done in the moment.
I wish I could have been there. I just returned from the council. Speaking with the Warlock Knights, actually.
I see.
Really?
Yes.
What do they have to say?
Everything seemed fine. And as soon as that happened, we sent out a missive. They're claiming that Ivor has gone rogue. Sealed a deal with Tiamat. But I don't know if he's stalling for time. Even if he's working with the council or not, it would serve them in the end. to see the Witch King rise again.
When we were at the joust arena, I flew upwards, and all of the attacks were coming from their encampment.
Yeah, I know.
I would venture to guess that Ivor is not working alone.
You're right, Amalia.
I don't think anyone could summon that many undead by themselves. I don't think they could do that with even a small troop.
Even with the help of Tiamat?
I suppose she'd probably have that kind of power.
She does. Seen it firsthand. I hate to intrude, but what was your remark about your father lying? I thought he was ill.
He is ill. He united the Cold Lands.
Yes.
It's a long story. The truth is, my daughter, Princess Maya, through her mother, is the only true descendant of the Witch King.
Right?
Yes.
It's her mother.
Do we sense that this guy is telling the truth?
Did you do an insight check?
I'd like to.
Is that the truth?
Well, Amalia's doubting. I asked,
17.
was her mother the daughter of the last Witch King?
Yes. The Witch King...
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, 17?
17.
It looks like he's being earnest.
Okay. And I kind of just like nod to everybody.
His name was Zengi. He's a powerful, power-hungry red wizard of Thay, who first conquered Vasa from within. Then much of the Cold Lands, sacrificing his soul to Demon Prince Orcus and becoming a lich. My father, King Dragonsbane, finally defeated him during the Bloodstone Wars, at tremendous cost to our lands and people, and managed to reunite us all. But now here we are again.
Does the princess know of her true lineage?
No. Yeah, that is a failing of ours.
Well, they announced at the arena that they have the Great White Worm and now the daughter of the Witch King.
Yeah, for why?
It sounded like they were going to sacrifice her.
Undoubtedly.
Part of our troop, John and Vahera, are at the encampment, or they were heading that way. And they had business to attend to as well. We'll make our way over there. See if we can find your daughter and reunite her with you.
Well, you probably want to look elsewhere, though. The Great Red Worm, you've heard the Drakenhorn, I'm sure.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
assume.
At the start of the battle.
Oh, I'm glad you're okay.
It sounds from the north. With it, a terrible threat came. The ancient white dragon, they are calling the Great White Worm, roams Pelvuria, the glacier. Alongside of it, strikes from Tiamat's forces have pierced our northern borders, killing and terrorizing. My fear is that you say, Amalia, Tiamat has given Ivor, the dragon, for one reason, to sacrifice his life force so that the Witch King can rise again, using my daughter as the catalyst.
So they're planning to kill this dragon for this ritual?
Maybe, probably.
An
I
ancient
feel like this
dragon.
could maybe work in our
Sacrifice.
favor. Obviously, we're gonna save your daughter, but
An ancient dragon as a sacrifice is an awful lot of magical energy.
This dragon would be willing to sacrifice
what if
themselves?
we just let him do that and then get your daughter back, and then two birds, one stone?
Unlikely, but the Drakenhorn can... It's a terrible weapon.
So you have more specifics on its location.
No, the glacier.
Oh.
Well, even if I knew where, it's not like we would get there anyway.
Why is that?
As you know, airships can't fly there, first of all. And to reach the deepest parts of the glacier would be to risk death completely. Well, except for the ice hunters.
The Ice Hunters?
Yeah. The tribes that inhabit and have inhabited the glaciers for generations. The deepest part of the glacier is sacred ground. So, if you want to get there, you have to prove yourself to the hunters. To go deeper, find Ivor.
I'm so tired of proving myself.
I'm talking
What?
about that's the fun part.
Didn't say that.
Do you have any ties to them? Like, if we got there, nothing?
I'm sorry, no.
Okay.
So you
What?
think that's where they took your daughter to the
If you can
glacier?
find the white worm, you can probably find my daughter.
So airships could get us close if we took ours?
Not quite. You would need we can provide you with winter lynxes to get to the Snow Spear Village.
All right.
Sounds pretty rad.
They're incredible creatures. I think they'll get you there without a problem.
Thank you.
It'll be about less than 2 days to get to the village.
All right. We will make our journey there. In the meantime, there was quite a good amount of destruction in the arena and throughout the town.
I know.
We will do our best to find the princess.
Thank you. One last thing. When you find the princess, she has a royal crescent ring in her right hand. It houses a returning spell that can bring her back to us safely. It's unlikely they know about this, but they could be suppressing her magic.
Is that
Right hand?
Right hand.
just her situation or the area of effect?
Just her.
Okay.
Would the suppression specifically affect her ring of return?
She would have used it by now had she
Right,
not
that
been.
makes sense.
At the very least, she's obviously restrained.
Yes.
All right, let us go.
Yes.
We'll
I'll
waste
take
time.
care of things here politically. Keep our army safe. And the city safe.
We will bring your daughter back.
Thank you, Sentinel. You said you knew what it was to... Never mind.
I told your daughter that my child, Willa, was kidnapped by Tiamat not long before we came here. And that is part of the reason why we made our way up here to your lands.
We share a common foe then.
Yes.
Please save her. And your daughter too.
Yes. Your Majesty. And I'll get up and start to walk out.
Okay. Wait. I do have one thing for you all. Well, for you, as we're a champion of our god Tempest, commander of the forces of Bahamut. He goes under the table and he grabs out an axe. It's a...
Axe of coup de grace.
not quite. It has a solid steel handle edge with tiny runes, and it's wrapped in blue dragon hide. And it has a star sapphire set into the pommel itself. And the axe head is forged from like a mix of like silver electrum and steel alloys, and it just constantly shimmers with this deep blue luminescence.
Deus Ex Machina.
Nice.
Razor.
Is that the kind of thing you keep under tables?
No, but I knew you were coming. My father used this to slay the Witch King. He stops for a moment as if just contemplating making sure he's making the right choice. We want you to have it. Used to save our daughter and save the Cold Lands.
I will use it well.
Thank you, Razor. Tempest thanks you.
And I thank you.
So, Razor, this is called the Azure Edge.
I
It's
should write this down.
probably. It's a +3 weapon.
Wow.
Nifty.
So, +3 damage and attack. And one of the special properties is that the shield spell provides no defense against it, so you can pierce basically all magical defenses with it. When
You
you
want to trade?
hit,
My hammer?
when you hit a fiend or an undead with it, you do an extra 2d6 radiant damage. It also has 3 charges of hurling, so you can use... where you can replace one of your attacks with a range attack, and then it goes up to 180 feet, and you can bring it back to your hand.
So
it's
3
a
charges of
boomerang.
hurling.
180 feet.
That's so far.
It's amazing.
That's a really long range boomerang that's very large.
On that note, Razor, have you heard from Tempest recently? Our priests have found him absent.
I tried to speak with him before the joust in prayer. I could hear him in the distance, but he didn't answer me.
I see. That's quite odd.
Perhaps the gods are occupied. I have not heard from Akadi in a moment either.
Perhaps. Well, I have ridiculous state matters to attend to. And you see he's already lined up with, like, scribes and other kind of servants who have, like, papers and are just kind of waiting in line for the prince to be ready. And you still see smoke kind of billowing from the city itself.
We will get going then, Your Highness.
Thank you, heroes.
Majesty.
Sentinel.
Right, we'll start to make our way out and
Godspeed.
assume we fast forward and grab our stuff from our rooms.
And he reluctantly, waves over everybody, and the door closes behind you all. Okay, you want to grab your stuff and you're ready to go then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have all my things.
Okay, after a minute, you meet back in the lobby.
Yeah.
Everybody got warm gear.
Yes.
Did we ever
don't
figure
know
out if
that-
they have like portable, that like bloodstone technology that they're using to heat the place?
Like little hand warmers.
Hand warmers. We asked about them when we got here from Bahara.
Couldn't you make them like those little cubes or whatever?
I think technically I swapped that out.
Oh, okay. Well, they just have a ton of them.
Great.
We're just gonna grab a couple and just.
Yes. Yeah.
I'd like to send a quick message to John. To
Okay.
Just quickly tell him that we are looking for the princess and heading towards the glacier.
You don't get a message back in response.
All right.
But it's like you can tell your message arrived, but maybe there's some kind of
He
interference.
left
maybe
you on red.
He left me on. I was gonna say he left me on red.
You're gonna be busy with something.
Okay.
Dot,
So-
and then it goes away.
Yeah, he starts to type in the net.
He's hanging out with Tempest and Akadi.
Yeah.
Everybody's just too busy for you right now.
Oh, no.
Am I able to grab Amalia and pull her aside? For
Yeah, I
sure?
just
absolutely.
finished.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
So sorry about Willa.
Oh.
Last time I saw you, you hadn't even given birth. I didn't know.
How could you? It happened very quickly. We were ambushed. We were with the troops that we had gathered, and Tiamat arrived immediately. Once I had given birth, and I kind of lean in so that way, and attack John.
Is he all right?
He's not connected to his dragon form any longer. You would know that when you see him. And she took and Tiamat took Willa, and we gained intelligence that she's being held captive up here in the cold lands by one of Tiamat's worms. So we gathered all of the forces at Green Hollow and made our way up here.
God, Amalia, if I had known,
No, it's been difficult, to say the least. So, I'm glad you are here. Although I must ask why.
Well,
Your city needs you. Surprised you are so far.
I'm here on orders from the council of the Radiant Citadel. We have a similar goal. I'm here to stop the Witch King as well.
Oh,
See, I was sent here by the council. It is hard for me to leave the Radiant Citadel at times. Mainly because it feels as if it is an extension of me. It is my home, my people.
right.
But this path, if we don't stop Tiamat, it doesn't matter that I don't live on this plane. All of us are at risk.
Yes.
I just wish I could have been here sooner.
Well, that's all right, and I'll reach for her hand. That's all right. I'm glad you're here now, my friend.
As am I.
Right, well, gather your things. Let's make haste. Oh yeah, you already have.
I
Great,
have
let's
my
go.
things.
All right, friends. Let's make our way towards the glacier to find the ice hunters.
Snow Spear Village was the.
Snow spear.
They marked the map.
Is that great?
Easy.
Okay, great. They've inputted into the GPS. 10 left at Burning Joust Arena.
Slight right at.
The sinkhole.
Yeah, basically.
Don't drive into the pond. So there is a on the way you see on your map of the Forgotten Realms. The only thing that passed through is it's called the blood. So at the border of Damara and the glacier area, Pilveria Glacier, there's what's called the Bloodstone Pass, and there's a kind of like a castle, like a large castle with a 2-mile long wall you can see on that you have to pass through to get into the glacier, but that's it. The rest is just kind of like tundra.
Great. Seems easy enough.
Go that way.
Great, sounds good.
All right, are you ready to go, Razor, Basil, anything else?
On the way there.
To the mounts.
Oh no, just
Do you have something?
on the during the travel.
Oh, okay.
I want to pull my horse up alongside Amalia.
Oh, are we mounted?
Okay.
I was gonna say, could I do something before we leave?
Oh, before we leave, that's fine. So
Yeah.
pause and we'll get to
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
wanted to retrieve my firearm to make sure I
From
have
Darren!
ranged
Oh my
weaponry while we
gosh,
go
from
to
Darren.
the glaciers.
No, you don't feel
Darren's like-
safe.
What's up?
You're gonna leave him not feeling safe.
He's
I'll give him
fine.
something else. I need that.
Here's a potion.
To keep it warmth. They just replace you in the dark nights. Okay, so you go down to the bottom level.
Okay.
Where the stables are, and you're gonna get these. Here's the.
Yeah, what do they look like?
They're cool. They're really
Big
cool.
links.
Yeah, they're really cool actually. Yeah, so they're these
Yo!
white. There's links basically. They have like
Yo!
pure white fur. It gleams in the sunlight. It kind of cuts through. Piercing blue eyes, and they have like they're just very like muscles ripping beneath the fur. And they have like very thick pads on their paws, so they can go through heavy snow. And yeah,
And I
so
have gnarly lamb chops.
Oh my god,
Yes.
that's so cool.
Yeah, they're pretty
I love
cool.
it.
So
I want to go up to mine and just be like, oh, look at this fake baby. Oh, you're so cute. Just scratching behind the chin. And
yeah, seem very
just like,
domesticated.
oh.
Do they have
Yeah.
names?
They have names. There's an elf who looks to be the stable manager. Let's say, yeah.
Like to speak
He's in
to your manager,
overalls.
please.
He says, "Hello."
Hello, other names? For the links?
Thanks.
They all have names, of course.
What are they?
And what are they?
Yours is Sharon.
Mine?
Yes,
Great.
Sharon.
What's mine?
Yours.
I love making the DM just name animals. 'Cause he's
Yours is Donis.
okay.
Like Adonis?
No, just Donis.
Okay.
My son's name is Adonis.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense.
He's like asshole.
he's just-
That's his son's name.
He says hay and kind of poop on him, and then lots of scratch marks in his arms.
Oh my tie. Fuck
Long hair.
Long
He
hair.
looks like a less gritty job.
Oh, goodness. We need more names.
More names.
Wait, there's still 3 more of
Oh
them.
yes, of course. Yours is
Two.
Tarentus.
Does it have a good disposition? Because I tried to ride a lizard once and it went real poorly.
Yes, some say he's lawful good. Oh yes, yours is named Lalula.
Lula.
I love it.
She's very pretty, just like you.
Yes, you are. Oh, thank you.
And yours is
No, I got a horse.
And the look of crushing defeat.
Link's just like,
It's just like one single tear.
it's like, I'll just go.
wait.
Where?
I'm just a baby.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh man, that's
It was Lalula, correct?
Lula.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what I even said.
I gotta get
I
back.
got you, DM.
I gotta go back to pitchforking poop. He just goes back to pitchforking poop.
Cool, we're gonna go face a dragon.
Would you take some poop to take with you?
Okay.
Petrified.
Thanks.
All right, I'll just kind of also scratch Sharon behind the ears.
Okay.
Thank you. A very dangerous journey, so thank you for your help.
And it opens his mouth looking for help.
Snacks.
Snacks.
Next.
What do cats eat?
And then
Meat?
it eats you.
Meat.
Out
Yeah,
of
looking
escape.
for
Great.
meat. In the sacks, there's lots of like lynx meat.
Lynx?
No, that's weird. Cannibals.
Anyways, that's canon.
No, I mean like
They
food
only.
Not
Meat
links,
for
Yeah,
laces.
links, comma,
Meat links.
Yes,
Meat
meat links for lynxes.
Sausage.
Yes, there's meat links for lynxes.
Meat
Yeah.
links, yes.
Yeah, they're gonna be links. Great piece of sausage. Wipe.
I'm
Right,
still just like, ooh.
All right.
Just hop on. Great.
I'm shining like a little light from my armor onto the ground for it to. laser pointer in.
And the only one who just shaved mine a hat and jumped on back and went, what the hell are you all doing?
Okay.
I want to use speak
All
with
right.
animals. I want to see what it says.
Oh, you can speak with animals. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, as a ranger or that's yeah.
It's the ranger, yeah.
You can just I think you can do it as a ritual, right? You can just kind of channel it.
Yep, it's free spell.
Okay. All right. All right.
I can only do that with
so
snakes.
you
So what does Lalula have to say?
all right. So you just hear it's like you don't get like words, but you get thoughts of like world domination, like typical cat stuff. Yeah.
Causing
I
problems on purpose.
love you.
It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we will mount and then.
All right, you can exit through the city essentially, and you see kind of devastation that's been wrought here by the Warlock Knights. The Warlock Knight camp seems like it's been already overtaken by Damar Knights, but doesn't seem to be much there anyway.
Because it was a sham.
It's a sham.
It's a sham camp.
Sham camp.
Sham.
We're going
We
sham
know
camping.
that all those tents were actually just catapults being disguised.
Seems like
So
nobody
the
rocked
first
to check
one
that.
from each of the tents just has the tent fluttering across the fireball, like.
And people seem to be trying to do what they can to help in the recovery efforts. And on the main way, the gate out, Darren's there waiting.
Oh, great.
Yeah, with the firearm.
You don't. I don't know that you know he exists.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know.
really?
You don't know.
Julia's like, I don't know the T.
I'm like,
Unacceptable.
sorry,
Sorry,
isn't the look is just he's cute. That's the look
Oh,
instead.
great. Yeah, I'll just. Good eye, Amalia.
Okay. And he walks up to you. He says, "Nice cat."
Thank you. This is Torrentus,
Oh,
and we're gonna take these lynxes to the mountain to retrieve the princess.
I love cats.
Pretty good. You shouldn't come with though, because it's gonna be really dangerous.
No, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
no, I guess I shouldn't. Do you want this back? That's
Oh,
definitely.
please, yeah. I just wanted you to be safe when everybody was.
I took down a lot of those for
I
you.
saw it. You did very well.
Thanks. You must be really strong to kind of shoot this.
Well,
I'm just over there like,
Well, am I going to see you again?
I'll tell you about it later.
of course. After we're gonna retrieve the princess. Totally not gonna get flattened by
tell
an
you
ancient
about it
white
now.
dragon.
Oh.
Sweats.
Yes, he broke his leg in a stampede, and then he punched his leg, and it fixed it.
All that to say, I
was
hope
very
so.
cute.
Okay. I'll miss you, Basil.
I'll return
Also,
for
they spent a lot
you.
of time
Here,
dancing.
I got this for you, and he gives you a bouquet of flowers,
Oh, that's really
like white,
nice.
white and green.
Take them on my mount.
Yeah, so
So
can I?
I'll give him like a real awkward, I lean over the lynx and give him like a real awkward cheek kiss,
And his face just gets like beet red.
and then I scramble back up on the lynx.
Okay, be safe.
You too. And then I the cat to run forward really awkwardly.
I'm like, boy,
He waves and leans over.
Nice seeing you again.
where does your family live?
Don't answer her.
As I'm kind of trotting past him, I'm gonna be like, nice.
Oh my goodness.
All right, and you all exit out into the tundra.
I
Little
wanna
teen heart throb.
jaunt up next to Basil,
Okay.
just like, hey, what was that?
Oh, nothing.
I'm on the other side of Basil. Hey, what was that?
I already asked.
Hey, what was that? Zone of truth. Sorry.
I really feel.
That's like the second one.
Okay, well,
Listen, we can can date as many people as we want.
I have 2 hands.
Yeah.
We're quite liberal about it back in the Radiant Citadel.
That's actually true.
Also,
nice.
Aiden doesn't leave the Blood Isles. We
Yeah.
talked about it. It's cool.
Yeah, that was like cursed long distance.
I don't know what any of that means, but okay.
One day, Razwar, you will find someone besides Tempest who will make your heart flutter.
Yeah, okay.
So the tundra
This is
before
a
you.
tundra.
So let's talk about the tundra now.
Anyway, back to the quest.
Should we
alright?
also call you Sentinel? What would you like us to call you?
No. It's just my official title.
Oh,
I
it's
just
very
make
cool.
official people call me that. You're my friends.
Okay. Great.
John and I met Azalith during the months we were all apart, rallying the troops when we went to the Radiant Citadel. And she was kind enough to show us around her lovely home. It's quite astonishing. Just gorgeous.
What kind of tech do you have there?
Lots
How
of
does your
very
face
fun
open
things.
to a crystal? That's really cool.
Well, you see, the crystal that was vibrating here is actually in here. I am a shard of the Auroral Diamond, the piece, or the crystal that the entire Radiant Citadel is built around. And so I am the sentinel of
You're like an
the Radiant
extension
Citadel.
of your home.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm here to protect my people, though I am not at home. And so, yeah, that's when I harness the powers of the Auroral Diamond, I become that thing. It's a little scary, but
Beautifully
for a good cause.
scary. Yes.
Thanks.
Well, Az is also quite the general. You two would have much to talk about. Leader of her forces as well.
War.
War. You just hear through the distance. War. Razwar has a
Oh, you hear the voices
penchant
too?
for war. He is in charge of our forces here. Yes.
Well, as you make your way through the tundra towards the Bloodstone Pass, the sun begins to come down.
I'm just giving
And
scritches as we go.
there's here it's very beautiful, but the trail has been trodden here for quite a while. But still, the ground around you is this mosaic of snow-covered fields, and just
that's
punctuated.
a beautiful sentence.
Yeah.
Mosaic of snow-covered fields.
Stands there's tall, like slender trees, all dusted in frost, and the wind blows across the tundra and creates kind of like a pattern of waves in the snow, like almost like a frozen sea.
Frozen tumbleweed. Jaunts across the...
And then, Razor, you want to talk to Amalia, correct? Mm-hmm. All right, so as the sun comes down, Razor, you pull up. Well,
You pull up next to him.
yeah.
All right, so I'm kind of like a loud person. So my attempts at being quiet now would probably be an easy check for anyone to overhear.
Does anybody want to overhear, or are you giving them space?
I'm just.
I feel like I'll give space. I don't want to intrude. I just joined.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I feel like I have a -1 to animal handling, and we've experienced this before with the lizards. I think that my lynx is sort of going serpentine.
I'm staying with Basil because I'm good with animals,
Oh,
so I'm
yes,
just
you
like
are.
Great,
soothing.
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, you are,
I'm holding
Azalith.
on to your lynx.
Yeah.
You're
I'm just
linking
gonna stay out
arms.
in front.
Links.
Oh, okay. Lead the way.
leading the way.
Yeah, Vanguard.
Keep an eye out while they're distracted with their conversations.
So we're at the tail then.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
in the middle then.
Okay.
Great.
Oh, are we all right?
Amalia,
Yeah. Yes.
this is like the second one. Like, you keep having all these friends. Where are they coming from? Like,
My second friend.
yeah,
Who's the first friend? Who are we speaking about?
the first one was made of fire.
You talking about Vahara? You
Yes.
choose her name.
She's not here right now.
She's not here, so I don't know what her name is.
That's not the point. The point is she's made of fire,
Yeah.
and this new one's made of like crystal.
Yes, so
And they both have like really good talent. I'm like, are you hiding more talented people?
Oh, are you asking about allies? So, Razwar, listen. I grew up in the temple. And I think because
Me
I was...
too.
Yes, but I was so lonely, as I'm sure you were.
No.
Well,
There was lots of people.
You have so much in common.
damn! I'm just gonna.
Right.
Oh well.
amazing.
I was very lonely for a long time until I started adventuring with you all. So now, at any opportunity I have to make friends, I try to.
Was your temple empty?
No, it just. I just had trouble making friends. Bahara was my only friend as a kid, so. Anyways, no, but when we went to the Radiant Citadel, the time we spent apart, Azalith was very friendly to us, to John and I, and showed us around and housed us, and was gracious enough to offer her troops to us. Although it is a far distance to travel planes, she has promised they will be here for us when we need them. So I'm very grateful for her people, and the hospitality and their skills as fighters. I'm sure I will have more friends appear. Maybe, I don't know.
Who are you looking at?
As of now, everyone I care about is in the Cold Lands. How about that?
I'll take your word for it.
The good thing about being followers of our deities is that it connects us to a lot of people, does it not?
You could say that.
Other followers of Tempest, other followers of Akkadi. So yes, I know plenty of Akkadian clerics, although they are more nomadic than I tend to be. It's one of the things I like about the Faith. Is you meet so many people, no?
Travel the world, meet new people, hit them with your
Raswell,
axe.
it's okay to make friends, not just because they're strong, or because they are useful and reliable in battle. It's okay to just make friends to have friends.
Right. I was just hoping you knew some more like crazy people with awesome power.
Oh. No, everybody else I know I think is like a priestess. Lots of prayer and poetry. Wandering. Guilt. A lot of those things.
I see why you were lonely now.
Savage.
Thank you. I will think if I have anybody else. How about that?
I'm just gonna like start veering my horse.
Good talk, good talk.
Good talk! And I'm just like,
So at this point, night almost comes.
make camp?
Twilight. Not quite, because at this point you do see.
Oh, do we
you're
get
pretty much
to the-
almost to the,
oh, great,
the
okay.
large, the Bloodstone Pass, and there's two large. I mean, probably like maybe 30 feet tall fortress walls, and it's called the Damaran Gate here, and it's about it's multiple miles long. And has like studded with like ballista towers and defense towers, regular intervals, and there's kind of castles at every end. And the middle large gate leads, of course, to the glaciers. And you see there's some tents there that probably was inhabited. There's lots of tents by probably like monster hunters looking for glory and hunt, in the glaciers. But they're not empty, and all the fire has gone cold. As you get close, one individual, just one, pokes their head up over the pass.
There's just one person there?
Just one person there.
Look,
That's what,
red
and
flag.
That's what we're going to call it for now.
Oh, yay!
All right. Well, thank you for watching Chronicles of Legends. It's been a good one. Like, subscribe, and
Ring
you,
that notification bell, smite that like button, all those good things. Thank you very much.
Azalith, our guest, amazing guest character. Thank you.
I will see you next time.
Yes. Bye-bye.